Hey guys, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know I like to use the 20 simple moving average as a way to find location on a chart. So the way I'm using the 20 is to have a location where a move or a setup starts. A couple of examples in this chart here, the 20 is moving higher. The red line is the 20. The 20 is moving higher. I get a power bar, a breakout above this resistance level, and a move higher. So that's a buy setup. The same thing here. The 20 is moving higher. You get a breakout above resistance, and a nice buy setup. But the 20 is not the only thing that you can use for location on a chart. Another thing is VWAP. VWAP is volume weighted average price. So I want to show you how to use VWAP a couple of ways on a chart. Go to indicators in TradingView and just literally type in VWAP and it'll come up volume weighted average price. Click that. And what it's going to do is generate the volume weighted average price along with two other lines, one above and one below the volume weighted average price. And if we go into VWAP session here in settings, these two additional lines are one standard deviation away from VWAP. So you can have one standard deviation. You can also put in two standard deviations and you'll see two lines above and two lines below, right? I'm going to go back to just one standard deviation. I'm also going to make VWAP white. So I'm clicking on style and just making it white so it really shows up and it's easy to see in this black background. And I'll make the line a little bit thicker so you guys can see it. Now we have VWAP on our screen. VWAP can be used just like the 20 in a couple of different ways. One way to use VWAP is confirmation of the trend. You'll see that VWAP, and this is on Friday, May 9th, VWAP follows the market lower. And when you get a bounce back toward VWAP, you get another sell-off. So if the market is under VWAP, that's bearish. So you're going to have a bearish bias with the market under VWAP, and just the opposite when the market is trading above VWAP, right? You should have a bullish bias if the price is above VWAP, because what it's telling you basically is the trend is higher or bullish. When it's under, it's telling you it's bearish. So that gives you trend confirmation, and it's something that I talk about in the orb video, the opening range breakout video that I did, that you can use VWAP for confirmation of the trend. The other thing that VWAP gives you is a mean reversion. So it gives you an area to look for support or resistance. And you'll see, just like the 20, the market will move away from and back toward VWAP. Again, just like the 20. As you can see here, again, the 20 is the red line. The market moves away and then back to the 20, above it, below, above, below, right? Trades around the 20. Look at how the market behaves with VWAP. It moves away when we're in this really strong downtrend. And then you get a mean reversion or a movement back to VWAP. And when you move back to VWAP, you can use that as a resistance area. You can see the second time we moved to VWAP, this was a double top. And I talked about this a little bit in another video, but you can use not only the double top, but you can use it together with VWAP. So now you have more firepower, right? You're stacking your indicators. So you get a double top and a sell-off. And then the way to use the standard deviation is when the market moves one standard deviation away, you want to look for then buy setups and a move back to VWAP. Here it broke through a little bit, but it was the beginning. of the base. And eventually we had to move higher. And this is that buy setup off the 20 that I talked about. And then look at what you get, a mean reversion or a move back to VWAP. So you can use VWAP as a target in your buy setups if you're using the 20. So this would be a spot where you would want to tighten up stops. If you took this buy setup, this power bar off the 20, then at VWAP is a good place to tighten stops, right? I talk about looking for 3 pushes. Here it was only really 2 pushes, 1, 2, but we were back at VWAP, which was sort of a yellow flag that we might not get that 3rd push. And I talked about, again, in another video, that we were really close to this resistance level. But what happens when the market has a strong move, just like today? And I'm going to move forward to today's trading and make this visible for us. We had a gap higher today in the market. Good news on trade and tariffs. We gapped higher, pulled back in, held this pullback, and then started going flat on the day before basing and then moving higher out of this base and having a breakout above this resistance from early in the morning, from the 10 o'clock and 10:30 or 10:20 time frames. And we had a breakout, move higher. Look at what happens to VWAP. It's sort of left in the dust, right? It doesn't really do us any good because the breakout is taking place a little more than a standard deviation away from VWAP. When this happens, and it's happened a couple of times over the past week, what you need to do is use what's called anchored VWAP. And basically what you're doing is saying that this price action is not relevant to what the market is doing now. So basically, the market has broken out of this base and is moving higher, and the VWAP that is anchored to the beginning of the day isn't relevant anymore because of this breakout that's happened. When that happens, I'm going to hide VWAP and show you anchored VWAP. So we're going to tie the VWAP to the new breakout, to this new move. And again, we're getting this when we have news that comes out in the morning. We base and then move higher at some point during the day, or we break out of that base. You can also use this when you have news that happens during the day and the sort of first part of the day, or the trading in the first part of the day, becomes sort of irrelevant because you've got new news, which is happening more and more now, right? With a new administration and announcements happening all the time. So what you want to do is go down from your cursor, right? Your cursor in TradingView. You want to go down 1, 2, 3, 4 to forecasting and measurement tools. And in there, you'll see volume based and you'll see anchored VWAP. So you're going to click on anchored VWAP. And what's going to happen is this little blue box is going to pull up and ask you where you want to anchor the VWAP. It says click to set a point. So we're going to go to the bar, which was this candlestick, was where we broke above, was our first move above this resistance from early in the day. And we're going to click that candlestick. So what that's going to do is it's going to put VWAP then on our chart starting here. And now we can use VWAP. Again, let me show you what it looked like before, right? It's down here. It's completely out of the picture. It doesn't do us any good at all. But now we can use anchored VWAP starting at any point that we want. And we want to use this breakout point. And now see what happens again with that mean reversion, or the market moving back to VWAP. it gave us two really good support levels for a move higher. So without this, we had the 20. I'm going to take off anchored VWAP for just a minute. Without this, we had the 20, but we really didn't have a clear support level. So we could have used the 20 as support. It actually worked okay. Again, one of the reasons I like the 20, but it was hard to find a setup based just off the 20 here because we had resistance. Here we had a decent setup, a power move higher, but we didn't really get anywhere because that moved right into another resistance level. So we had a buy setup that worked, right? A move off the 20 that worked, and we had resistance, and that's kind of where we got to. But if we want to add in, again, another indicator on top of the 20 that will help us, it can't be VWAP after this breakout. So we have to add in anchored VWAP. Again, back to where the breakout occurred. And now we can use the anchored VWAP. And again, we can see its support. It's at the 20. So you've got two indicators instead of just the 20 holding. Now you've got both anchored VWAP and the 20. So you're looking for a pullback and a place to get long. You've now got two indicators telling you that this is a good spot if the uptrend is going to continue. You have another pullback and another bounce off of VWAP. And then here, as you get that one standard deviation away, is where you want to look to put in a protective stop, right? If you're long from VWAP. Here we had a sell down later in the afternoon around 3, and look at where we went to. One standard deviation away from VWAP and then turned, right? You couldn't have caught this with the 20. What the 20 was telling you was that we were far away from the 20. So you're going to revert or regress at some point back to the 20. But VWAP helps you out with telling you where we may bottom on this sell down, that one standard deviation away. So I hope that helps. Both VWAP, which you can use intraday. I think I said this at the beginning of the video, but I'm not sure. VWAP can only be used on intraday charts, right? It's not for a daily chart. It doesn't show up on a daily chart, only on intraday charts. But you can use it in connection with the 20 to give you targets, to give you areas to look for reversals, just like you use the 20 as a starting point for a move like a power bar. You can use VWAP and the standard deviation away from VWAP to look for places for the market to run into either resistance or support. So I hope that was helpful. If it was, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll be making more videos like this showing how to use technical analysis and technical analysis tools. Good luck in your trading, and thanks.